Live on WMOT. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. My name's Anna Lee. This is the best way in Nashville to kick off the weekend, and I'm really glad you all decided to join us today. We have three incredible artists for you. Kenny Key is going to be here. We have Brittany Ann Tranbaugh from Philadelphia, and we're going to start with a duo from Kansas City who I met Melinda in Nashville, I guess 5 years ago. Yeah. So they're called Madness and Melody. Welcome you guys, Melinda and Oliver here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
It's really a kind of a cool story how you, well, first of all, I'll tell you how we met, and then you tell us how you guys connected, because it's really kind of a fascinating story. But I'd say it was the first or second week of the local brew at WMOT, which has been 5 years now. This is, I think next month is the 5-year anniversary, or April maybe. So Melinda was one of the very first artists I played, and I was just absolutely knocked out by the power in her voice, and she was just great. And then the tornado happened in 2020, and then COVID happened and all that. And I did an interview with Melinda about the impact that the tornado had on her family and her community in Donaldson. And she kind of stepped into a role of helping people out, as well as trying to get through it herself. So I just fell in love with her. I thought she was great. And this is the first time we met in person.
Aww.
That's so cool. Melinda, tell us how you and Oliver connected.
Sure. Yeah. Well, after the tornado, our house was hit, and so in 2021, my family, my husband and kids, and I moved back to our hometown of Kansas City. And Oliver was in Kansas City, and he was an incredible musician back when I played with him, 10 years prior to that. And I didn't know a lot of musicians in Kansas City, so I reached out and said, hey, let's have coffee, let's talk. Like, I'm moving away from Nashville, I'm really sad about it. I need creative people, I need songwriters and musicians. And he was also in a place of, not doing a lot with music. He was doing some cinematic stuff. And he said, well, I'm not really doing anything, but here's this one thing I wrote. You want to tell him about what you sent me?
Well, I'll get to that.
Okay.
I think it's cool that both Melinda and I went to school in Nashville
Yes.
from like 2004 to 2008,
Mm-hmm.
but we didn't know each other while we were here. And then I ended up back in Kansas City. She ended up back in Kansas City, and that's how we reconnected, which was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
And you're both from there originally and grew up miles apart and didn't know that.
That's right.
That is correct.
Yeah.
It was meant to be, y'all. Wait till you hear them sing together. You'll see what I mean.
Yeah.
This is Madness and Melody live on WMOT for Finally Friday.